Don't pile more on yourself than you can handle. Fellas, you need to stop trying to put everything on your back. You need to stop trying to carry a burden that is too much for you. And of course, I'm talking about men that have a sense of honor, a sense of duty. That's what I'm only speaking about. Men that have a sense of honor and a sense of duty. I notice that sometimes these men, they put themselves in situations because of their sense of duty. They put themselves in situations where they are just putting way too much on their back to handle. They can't handle it. And I've seen men time and time again, hardworking men, honorable men, that they take on extra responsibilities that really are not their responsibilities. They take on added duties, added chores, added things in order to benefit another person. They're trying to be dutiful to another person, but they're not being dutiful to themselves. They're not even prioritizing themselves. They're not even keeping themselves in a good position because they're trying to help somebody else. And I've seen this time and time again with men that have honor, men that carry themselves responsibly. I've seen them actually put too much responsibility on themselves, and they put themselves in a space where they are just broken down. They're just like a car that's been driven 400,000 miles, and I could just see in them that they have put way too much strain on themselves for this misguided sense of duty, whether it's to even their own family, whether it's to their wives, whether it's to their girlfriend, whether it's to their job, whether it's to whatever in life. You cannot put yourself under so much duress, so much stress, so much pressure to be dutiful to others and not to yourself. You must be dutiful to yourself. You must include yourself in your mission to be dutiful. You can't be dutiful to everybody and their mama, but you don't care about yourself, because that will always lead to you being completely messed up, completely in a bad, horrible position where you yourself are going to be in dire need of help because you threw too much on your back, because you were trying to help everybody, because you put way too much strain on you. You really just making the situation worse for everybody because you can't even handle what you're putting on yourself. You can't handle it. So why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you, out of a misguided sense of duty, putting so much on you? You can't be doing that. You can't be putting yourself in a horrible situation for yourself. You can't do that. You cannot do that. And I don't care what you believe your obligation is. Your obligation is never to destroy yourself. Your obligation is never to leave yourself in financial ruin. Your obligation to yourself is never to leave yourself in a pit of sorrow. I've seen men just look beaten down by life. I've seen men, there's actually someone that lives nearby me, and I see the look on this man's face every time when I see him. He's literally walking with his head down, dragging his feet every time I see this man. And he has a lot of children. I believe he has a wife as well. And the man just looks completely beaten down. And of course, he put himself in that scenario because he was not acting with wisdom in the first place. But you cannot allow yourself to suffer for some sense of duty that you think you need to have. You can't allow yourself to be in a situation where you are suffering on a day-to-day basis. You can't put yourself in situations where you're getting beaten down by life and don't nobody look out for you, but you look out for everybody else. That is ridiculous. Don't do that to yourself. Care about yourself, value yourself, and then little do you know, that will actually make other people start to appreciate you more, value you more, care about you more, when it's obvious that you care about yourself. When you care about yourself, people will actually start to care about you even more. When you are out here trying to be selfless, trying to save everybody, trying to rescue old ladies out of burning buildings, you're not actually putting yourself in a good position in life. And you only got one you. This is the only shot you got that we know of life. This is the only shot you got. So don't put yourself in situations where you messed up. Don't do that to yourself. Care about yourself. If you want to help, help when it makes sense. Help when you are not putting yourself in a tremendous amount of risk for no reason. Don't do that to yourself. Don't have that sense of duty that harms you and helps everybody else. Don't do that to yourself, because that should never be an ongoing mindset of yours. And of course, there can be isolated incidents where you put yourself at risk to help your loved ones. Yes, that's fine. Isolated incidents. But on a regular basis, you cannot be putting yourself in terrible situations for yourself to help somebody else. I don't care who it is. It doesn't make any sense. What sense does it make to destroy yourself and everybody else around you was good, but you destroyed yourself? What sense does that make to ruin you? Why do you not care about yourself? Ask yourself that. If you are one of these men.